evening everybody, Calm Biker here. Time for another quick tip in the video editing basics for vloggers series, and this one is a quick tip and a request for Busa Black. The tip bit first, the request second. So what we're going to look at tonight is just how you grab a still from a video. Quite often I'll do a video and I might pass something of interest, and at the end I'll put a still up for 3 or 4 seconds. I might even zoom in a bit on the still, which is the bit that Busa Black asked me to put together a video for. So what we'll do is we'll grab a still from this video, taken the other night of Barton Bike Night, went with Danny and Mrs. Calm. And let's find a still. That could be a good one. Let's maybe flick on a few. We'll get Danny right in the middle of the frame, getting his camera ready just before we go home. So I'm going to grab that as a still, and this is quite easy. You'll see above the preview there's a little disc icon. Probably for the younger viewers won't even remember what a disc is, but that's the old floppy disk. And what we're going to do is we're going to save a snapshot to a file, and that will grab us this frame exactly as it's shown here. Now that's quite important. Make sure that you've got your preview quality set to best full before you do this, otherwise your frame that you grab won't be the same quality as your video, and if you're intermingling it with video that will become quite obvious. So we'll click the save button. That's going to ask us for a place to store that. I'm just going to stick it on the desktop for now. Image 1 is as good as any, or let's call it Danny Still. And you can see you can save as a JPEG or a PNG. For what we're doing, really doesn't matter. So we'll save that. Now that's saved to disk, so you can use it later on. You can put it in your paint package, draw a beard or a moustache on Danny, whatever you want to do. You'll see it's also added to your project media. So we can start to use that within the video. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click at the point where it was, split the video. If you don't know how to do that, check back on the earlier videos in this series, and I'm going to delete everything after that point. Now this still, we can now use that as if it was a clip. Obviously it's a clip where every frame is exactly the same, but it's a clip nonetheless, so we can drag it into the timeline. So let's drag it onto the end there. You'll see there's no sound with it, but obviously it's a picture. And if we press play from that point onwards, you'll see that when we get to the point of the still, effectively the video just freezes. There you go. Quite interesting. Let's chop the sound off that so I can talk up a bit more easily. So it's inserted it as a 5-second clip. You can see it's gone in at 12 seconds and 11 frames, and it goes up to 17 seconds and 11 frames. If we want it longer, we can just stretch it out. If we want it shorter, we can bring it back in again. But that's it. It's now just a bit of video you can play with where the picture doesn't change. So that's the grabbing a still bit and using it, and now the bit for Busa Black, which relates back to the previous previous installment in the series where we did pan and zoom. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom in on Danny over the 5 seconds of that clip. So I'll move to the very last frame of that clip, still, whatever you want to call it. And you see I've got the same tools I would have for a video. I can do my event pan and crop. And all I'm going to do is crop it to the bit where Danny's peering at his helmet. And you can see that's inserted a keyframe right at the end. The keyframe at the beginning is going to be the full frame, that's the default. And if we go midway, you'll see it's animating it. And that's it. So let's run the clip, see the results. So that's just the video clip. I'll peer across at Mrs. Calm, who's probably telling me to do something that I've forgotten to do. Back to Danny and then into the still. And a bit of a zoom. It is as simple as that. So I hope that one's a helpful tip. I hope that one answers your question, Busa Black. Thank you all for watching. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.